Greetings, YouTube. This is Truth Bearer One speaking, and I'm going to talk about one of the biggest deflection techniques that are used by black women, and by extension, women in general, to a degree. And I call it the sexual reduction of a man's complaints against any type of dysfunctional female behavior. Basically, it is reducing a man's legitimate criticisms of female behavior down to an issue of him being somehow sexually inadequate. You see, women use this technique to automatically dismiss any man's criticisms about their behavior by simply saying that they have been or are sexually and romantically unsuccessful with women. Therefore, he's just speaking out of a place of hurt and anger. Therefore, you can't take any of his complaints seriously because he's just bitter. There's no need to pay any attention to him. I've seen this deflection used like 1,000 times. I've seen women use it on other men. Women have used it on me. And this usually happens after you bring up a legitimate complaint about their behavior. And you know it's legitimate because they don't even try to debate the point. They don't even attempt to argue against what you said. They just brush it off with some bullshit personal attack. Hey, you need to get laid. You need some ass. You need to get some ass. You're just mad because you can't get no pussy. Or you just bitter because you can't get a good woman. And really it's bullshit because, in all honesty, a man's sex life has nothing to do with most of the issues brought up with women. There's no correlation between the two. Because whether a dude gets no pussy at all or he gets pussy every day, that still has no bearing on most of the issues brought up with women. It's a deflection. It follows the line of reasoning that the basis of all male complaints and criticisms about female dysfunctional behavior is just sexual frustration. You know, because obviously the only logical explanation a man would have a reason to criticize women is if he wasn't getting any. I mean, after all, if a man was sexually satisfied, he would have no problem at all with anything that women do, no matter how irresponsible or dysfunctional or stupid it is, or unfair it is, or hypocritical it is, because he is getting pussy. And that's all that needs to keep men happy. Now, in all honesty, I will say that yes, there are those guys who exist who rant on women just because they're hurt from personal rejection. Yes, those guys are around. Of course they are. You can't avoid that. But from my point of view, those guys are really the minority. Most dudes who bring up issues with women, they could do it from legitimate concern. Most of the guys up here who do bring up these issues are speaking from a place of reason. But overall, This, you just mad because you can't get women line of thinking, is a deflection. Here's proof. Let me ask you, how many times do you hear the reverse of this deflection tactic used when women are complaining about men? Well, let me help you out there. Never. And women complain about the faults of men all the damn time, both real and imagined. And this shit goes beyond just criticizing men. It crosses into straight up male bashing. And that's not even a hyperbole in any sense. I mean, I've seen this is straight up male bashing. Because male bashing is politically correct in this society. As a matter of fact, it's politically encouraged. In all areas of life. In politics, in education, in entertainment, in the media. I mean, there's a whole damn franchise just aimed at bashing men for both their actual and alleged on our faults and our imperfections and our pathologies and our insecurities and our dysfunctional behaviors and so on and so on. Mostly coming from women. And nobody got a problem with that. But let one man dare criticize one flaw about women. And then all of a sudden, because you just mad at women because you can't get no pussy. For real? Is that how you roll? Okay, seriously. Why don't you try going up to a woman who have a bunch of complaints against men, and tell them this: oh, y'all just mad because y'all ain't never had no good dick. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all ain't getting fucked right. You see, if y'all were getting fucked right, then y'all would be totally happy, and you wouldn't complain about men at all. Okay, yeah, say that shit to them, and see how long it is before they try to take you the fuck apart. Man, women will be so outraged if a man tries to write off their complaints as an issue of them being sexually frustrated. Man, they be like, oh my God, how dare you reduce our issues down to sex? How dare you dehumanize us by saying all we need is some good dick to be happy? You piece of male chauvinist pig shit. And you know what? They would be right to be angry. Because some of them, because they do have some legitimate issues with men. And I accept that. And most men can accept that too. But like when we have issues, but when we bring up issues against women, oh no, you just need some pussy. Now, as this relates to black people in particular, just like most problems in general society, this problem is about 20 times worse when black women do it. Because black women really overuse that bullshit cop-out when black men start to call them out on their bullshit. I mean, women in general do it, but black women in particular, they do it the most. Probably because they have more issues than other women to cover up. But this whole cop out is pretty much a stock response to black women. Oh, you just mad because you can't get no pussy. Oh, you just feel entitled to getting some ass from black women. All sort of stupid bullshit. Because this has to be black women's favorite cop out. Right behind, oh, you must hate your mother. You must hate your mother cop out. And this is what the thing is. There's always going to be a bunch of females who will try to reduce your legitimate complaints and criticisms down to an issue that you just need to get laid. I mean, there's always going to be a bunch of black women saying that, oh, or you just mad because you can't get black pussy. Because if you voice some accurate criticisms about them, and the first thing they go to, is that you can't get no pussy. That's one of the first things they throw out at you. That means they can't tell you that you're wrong. So they're gonna just try to dismiss your complaints totally by saying that you just bitter because you can't get any black women or women period. And there's another thing I wanted to bring up. You know, over the past week or two, I've noticed that more and more brothers on YouTube are starting to say the same shit that black women say. It's just more and more dudes are using the same cop-out that black women bring up when the mirror is held up against them. They're using the traditional deflection techniques now, using the same language that black women use, like bashing, like, oh, you're only bashing black women because you ain't successful with them, because you can't get no black pussy. Now I'm sitting back now thinking like, oh fuck, black women done converted these dudes. Black women done convinced them to come to the dark side. I mean, damn, it's like more guys are becoming infected with the black woman's insanity. I mean, I'm like, damn, this is worth 28 days later. What the fuck? And if I could point out a source or something, I would say like maybe a few weeks ago, some dude like made a video basically saying that y'all just complain about black women because y'all can't get any ass. And I don't know, it's like after that, there's like a bunch of brothers on YouTube who in response to that were trying to prove, that that's not them, that's not the case. That's not the case with them. We get pussy, we get black pussy. But these other guys, they may not be getting any pussy. So I don't know, man. Like, so like they're not trying to prove it by calling out other dudes who do bring up legitimate criticisms about black women. Damn. I mean, now it feels like a witch hunt on YouTube, or a pussy beggar hunt. You know, so now you got these guys calling out attacking other brothers, and then these brothers attacking back, and now they just going back and forth with each other. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: y'all falling into a trap. See, y'all falling into that trap while we're going back and forth with each other. Black females, they sitting up there laughing because now they know the focus is off of their bullshit. Because it's what they know. When black men fight amongst each other, that takes the heat off of them, which is what they want. See, they recruit these foot soldiers to go out and do their bidding, causing disputes among black men, therefore weakening any stability of any type of brotherhood, while the black sisterhood sits back and gets stronger, playing black men against each other, while all the shit they do stays in the dark, because nobody is left to bring it to the light and address it. Now, of course, you're going to get all these props from black women because you're drawing away attention. You're drawing attention away from their dysfunctional lifestyles. No, because like Avenue Rant said in a recent video,
in his recent video, the bitches who cried wolf, and I think in that video I think he said it best. When you use the whole "oh, he's just bitter" excuse, you scapegoating for these bitches. I'm sorry, but when you use that excuse, you are giving these bitches a scapegoat. Cause we get down to that whole "oh, he's just mad because he can't get no pussy" cop out. Like that's a woman's way of thinking. That's a feminine line of reason. That is a feminist shaming tactic. That's some shit that women pull out of their ass whenever they don't want to acknowledge their own faults. So I expect women to say that shit. I expect women to pull that card. But when men say that same shit, I get suspicious. Because the thing is, as a man myself, I really don't care too much about another man's sex life. I mean, shit. Well, maybe this guy gets no pussy. Maybe he gets lots of pussy. Either way, it doesn't make a difference to me. I mean, that's irrelevant. I mean, as long as you make a good point, then shit, how much pussy you get is besides the point. Because when you think about it, it doesn't add to or take away anything from the point. So it's a deflection. And lastly, the idea that, oh, you only criticize women because you're just mad because you can't get no pussy. When you really break that down and think about it, that type of reasoning, that deflection, that tactic is insulting to both men and women. Because when women use it, you're basically reducing yourselves to sexual objects. You are objectifying yourselves. Because you're saying as a woman that as long as women give these guys some pussy, then they won't have any problems with you at all. Because as a woman, pussy is really the best thing you have to offer. When men say it, basically what you're saying is pussy is all you need to be happy, but that pussy is all you need to be subdued. So as long as you get pussy, you're totally fine with the status quo, because you have nothing else in life that's important to you. And that's basically everything I have to say. This has been another public service announcement by the Truth Bearer 1. Peace out.